When authors ask us, can your engine build things like linear on-the-fly testing or item banking or computer adaptive testing, the answer is yes, yes, and yes. But the way that that is done is through the use of tags and attributes. So for this item, there is a piece of the item toolbar here that's called tags and attributes. If I click on that, it says which tags do you want to use in this assessment. There's an option here to show all available tags. So this is about flags. I don't know if we don't have a tag called flags. Maybe there's something called history or something like that that is an overarching topic of discussion that can be used in those items. We also have some attributes, and I'll get out of this view here really quickly. But you can set discrimination, difficulty, guessing. You could set an author of who was the author of the item. You can create an unlimited amount of attributes, and you can also select from existing attributes. If there's a tag that I don't see, I can create it. Let's not do flags. That doesn't make a ton of sense. So there's something called history. I add that tag, and that's now used in that item. I could say this, we have the difficulty value, and it's 0.45, but we don't have any of the other values, and I can hit finish, and we've set up some of those tags and attributes. I'll just do one more for another item. So let's say this is a geography item. What's the capital of Indiana? So I can go in and find a geography tag, which I've probably already created right here, and I can grab that tag, hit finish, and now for the what's the capital of Indiana, I have it tagged as a geography item. Perhaps it's also a history item. I could click on this and that establishes another tag, and you saw the long list that I could use. Maybe in this one I have both the difficulty and discrimination values. I'm making these numbers up but pretend like there's science behind it, and I hit finish. Where that can be used, a really helpful way of delivering tests are in the section settings. So in those settings, I can use the item configuration model to filter. I can say I want to filter this by attribute. And the attribute that I use is difficulty, and I want it to be descending. So as the items carry through the test, I want the difficulty to go up. So I have that backwards, ascending. So I want items to get harder as I go. I can also use this in item filtering. And there's another video to describe item filtering a little better, but I could do by tag. And I could say I want exactly one item with history, and I want at least two items with geography. And I can start to establish tags and attributes, and I want at least 3 items or 4 items or something like that. And then you can filter and establish those section settings regardless of how many questions you put in the test. You can filter those out. So this would give us a test with 4 items, 1 with history, 2 with geography, and they would get harder as we go.